Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the first video of our Building Your Machine section of the course. Now, the software that we are using for our agency and our students is Go High Level. So many of you maybe have heard of it, but there's a lot of things that we are going to be implementing for you that we are already using in our businesses that is already proven to work. So if you are using many different pieces of software currently in your agency, the reason why we use Go High Level is because A, it pulls everything into one area. Everything links together. You can connect it directly to Facebook ads. You can connect it directly to TikTok ads. But overall, just the implementation of everything included with what we're actually teaching you inside this course is going to give you guys the fastest result and get things very organized, as well as you're going to be able to see how we're plugging virtual assistants in to Go High Level that already know the software. So you are able to actually task things out to them and make your life just a million times easier when it comes to running your agency. Now, when you log into Go High Level, in fact, there's a link right below this video. You guys want to grab that free trial. As you go through the setup process, basically, you're going to have everything that you need to get everything set up quickly. Okay. But definitely go through that link below. It is an affiliate link with us, so we do get referral on that. However, that is why we're offering you guys our snapshots, and we're going to literally take you guys step by step how to set everything up for your agency and how to, start firing things on to where you have leads coming in and there's automations going on in the background for you. So essentially, this is what the inside dashboard of Go High Level looks like, okay? Now, right when you get in, there's multiple things that you can connect right away. You can connect your Google My Business. You can connect your Facebook account. They offer a widget that goes directly on your agency website that you can set different things up to actually chat with users on your website. You're going to connect your Stripe account. And then also, if you're looking to do SEO, or if you look to offer your clients SEO in the future, we're going to be talking about some really cool things that you can be doing with Yext. They just actually implemented the fact that you can now resell WordPress and actually make monthly recurring hosting income off of WordPress as well, which is really cool. And then this last piece right here, you can always quickly add team members into your group. So whether it's salespeople, VAs, anyone who needs access to your actual account, you can always find that under Launchpad. Now, I'm just going to take you guys through each piece of the software just really quick to give you a review, but we're going to go super in detail in the following videos on each step of these things. And I want you guys implementing these things as you go along. So again, if you haven't got the software, go ahead and sign up for it down below for the free trial and follow along as we go through this entire training. Now, inside your dashboard, you guys, what's cool is you're going to see a couple things here. We're going to show you guys how to set up phone numbers and tracking numbers all inside the software. And it's really cool because all of your emails that come in from clients, all of your text messages, it's all handled right here inside the software. You no longer have to go to other softwares. You don't have to open up other programs and be managing 5 or 6 different things at one time. You can literally all do it inside one platform. So we'll cover all of that stuff. And let me just close these just so I can give you guys a full look here. Now, the cool thing is, as your agency grows, what's great about this, the way that we're going to set it up and help you guys set up your agency, you will be able to log into your dashboard every single day, and you're going to see the amount of opportunities that have come in, which is going to have a value in it. So it's going to show you your pipeline value. It's going to show you your conversion rate. It's going to literally show you everything that's going on with your business. Okay. Number of text messages, number of phone calls, total pending, tasks that users on your team. We're going to show you guys how you can actually use this because it is a full CRM. So it's a customer relationship management software that you can manage not only your team, but also your clients. So really cool when this starts to fill in and you can actually see an overall picture of what's actually going on inside of your business. Now, under the conversations tab, again, what you'll start to see is as text messages and things come through, all of those are going to be managed right here. So 100% of your contact base, if somebody texts you back internally, you're going to be able to see all of that in here. It works a lot like Facebook Messenger, but it's just everything for your business, emails, text, and everything. The other thing is you can create templates. So one thing about this is you can create auto responses. This is great when you're building a team, especially a team of VAs, and you need them to have canned responses and canned replies for your team to actually go ahead and send it via text message to a client or via email. And you can see what that actually looks like right here. And you also have the ability to send tests to different addresses. So you can see how it actually comes through via email or via text message as well. So that's pretty cool when you can actually see what it's going to look like. You can see what the text messages will look like. And again, you can test all of this stuff by just putting in a phone number and sending a text. And you can actually see what that looks like on your cell phone as well. So the canned responses are really, really cool. Same thing with trigger links. You can build what's called trigger links that if once it's built out, essentially, like you can trigger things to be sent to clients. So for instance, you can put in here, this is a referral form, and this would be, say, like your Google link. So when you're building out messages, you can add pre-populated trigger links into your messaging and essentially just make it really easy to find stuff and send it. So you're not having to constantly go copy a URL and pull it back in. And I'll be explaining even more about this in what's called custom values here shortly. The other thing is your calendar operates right inside of Go High Level as well. So one of the things that's great about this software is you can have multiple calendars set up right inside the software. So if you have a sales team, they could have their own calendars. They could have their own type of calendar links. When they get access, when you send them a team login, essentially to log into their account, they can connect their Google calendars, so they get notifications and everything as well. So let's also look at contacts. So again, I just kind of this is a demo account, so I threw my contact in here real quick. But as leads come in or as you add contacts manually, you can also import and export large lists into the software. You can use this software to actually drip feed SMS text messages. You can also use it to drip feed emails. So it's pretty cool because you can add, let's say I wanted to select myself and add myself to an automated email workflow. I can do that inside of here just by clicking the names that I want added to something and then literally adding them into a workflow that we've created. So if it's a review request, like you're asking, hey, on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate your experience with our company? And they put in a 2, you can send another text message saying, oh, I'm sorry you didn't have a good experience. And essentially, we're going to walk you guys through setting up these automations for your agency. And once they're all set up, it's pretty amazing how you can get this really operating like a machine. So under contacts, again, you can add them to certain pipelines, which we're going to talk about here shortly under the opportunities tab. If some of you have worked with Pipedrive or some of these other softwares, that's essentially what opportunities is. It's a pipeline creator for your sales team. You can add them to campaigns or workflows. You can send direct text messages, emails. You can add tags, which we're going to be talking about the whole tagging system as well. Delete contacts, send review requests, export, import contacts. So this is just great to be able to manage all of your contacts right in one place. Now, bulk actions, again, you can do things in bulk, like I said, with drip email campaigns, and we're going to go super in depth on each of these things as well. We've got restore, you've got tasks. So if you wanted to add a new task for your team, it's this is a great, like to-do list creator for your team. So if you wanted to come in here and say, I need this done, and you add the description and you assign it to someone inside your team, that's automatically going to be populated when your team member signs into the account, and they'll see what their to-do list is essentially. So that's a great tool. And then company, you can add different companies and you can manage your smart lists. And smart lists, again, as you get more contacts, you can be throwing them into different types of lists, and it just helps you manage your overall sales CRM. Now, under the opportunities tab, what you're going to see is this is, again, if you've worked with Pipedrive or there's other softwares that are basically when your leads come in, you can dictate the different things that they're going into as far as where they're at in your sales processes. Okay. So it doesn't matter what you're selling. There's a customer journey that takes place from front to end for every single client that comes through your sales CRM. So for instance, let's say that someone opted in to your advertisement. So if you're running a Facebook ad and you're trying to sell, let's say, Facebook ads to business owners, they've opted into your list. The next thing would be, is the lead qualified? So a couple of things here. And again, I'll show you guys how to update all of this in another video. But basically, our whole goal is to get them on a strategy call as an agency. So once that strategy call is scheduled, we're going to throw them there. And then the next piece is hot lead follow-up, responsive lead, no-show. So again, if call number 1 went well and basically we're having another call, we're going to throw them into follow-up. And then you could also throw them into strategy session conducted. And one of the things that I would say here on sales pipeline, and again, I'll go into all of these details super in depth, but you have like a won or a lost stage. Okay. And what's great about the way that these pipelines work, you'll see now that we've got won and lost here. Once you slide this over to won or lost, you can actually use Zapier to actually fire off certain text messages, and you can do it internally in the system too. And this is what we're going to show you guys. If it goes to lost, there is certain follow-ups that you can put in place to, in 30 days, send this client a case study and send them another follow-up. And you can throw them into a list that now starts to drip feed them different things over the following 90 days and 6 months. So pretty incredible what you can do with everything inside of this platform. The other thing is payments. So again, with your Stripe account connected, you no longer have to log into Stripe to send an invoice to a client. You can do it right inside the software. All right. So again, if you wanted to send an invoice to a client, you could click on Add New. You could click either New Invoice or New Recurring Template. You can add the client's logo. You can add your logo. You can put the service right in here. You can add the item. If your Stripe's connected, it'll automatically create that product inside of Stripe, and you can put your notes and you can send it to the client, and you can literally send it to them via SMS as well as email. So again, everything, you can manage your whole business inside the one platform. Now, it'll show you the different orders that you have, the different subscriptions that you have, the transactions that have taken place, the different products. So again, if you want to create a specific product inside of Stripe, you can do that right here in the software. You can create coupons. And again, some of this stuff you may not think is relevant, but as you build out your agency, let's say that you wanted to create a little mini course for plumbers. You can do that inside this software. You can set up memberships. You can create coupon discounts for those memberships. There's a lot of things that you can do inside the platform. So pretty cool to see that. And then under integrations, you'll see you can connect your PayPal. You can connect your Stripe right here. Now, under the marketing tab, this is where you can connect all of your different social media accounts. So once you're logged in to the software, you can go through each of these, connect your Facebook, your Instagram, your Google My Business, your LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok. All right. So you can actually use this to schedule and manage posts. And again, we're going to show you guys how to utilize VAs to do a lot of this work for you in the scheduling of these different things. And then also under emails, we're going to be showing you how to connect Melgun, which is the email provider that acts as an SMS, to where you can utilize the software to send out weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly emails as well. And you can utilize this just like any email automation software that is out there. So you can create templated messages, like I said. So basically, if you have certain messages that are going out regularly and you want to create those as templates for yourself or your team, you would do that here. We already went over trigger links. Now, Affiliate Manager, again, what's great about this software, if you do start putting together membership courses or really anything that you want to sell via a funnel, you can do that right inside the software. You can offer affiliate commissions to people who promote your products. So if you wanted to have influencers go out there and push, a course or an ebook or something that you were selling to your audience and wanted to pay them a 50% commission, you could easily do that. You could set them up with their own links and allow them to promote your stuff, right? Now, if you're inside our course, just know that we also have an affiliate program for agency ATM. So we if ever you guys get to a point where you have a lot of success with the program and you went out and wanted to talk to people about it, we wanted to make sure that you guys got rewarded for that. So ultimately, we do have an affiliate program, and there's a whole section in the course that's going to talk about that program where you can go sign up, get your affiliate links, and when you share those with people, you're going to make a percentage of those sales as well. We really wanted to build in some different opportunities for you guys, not just with your agency, but other things that you can be doing to be building income for yourself. Just like Go High Level as a whole, Go High Level, you guys, has an affiliate program. So just like you guys will sign up for the software through us and save a lot of money on a bunch of other softwares, there's a lot of businesses out there that need this software that are paying $500, $600, $700 a month on softwares for their company, where they could just be paying $97 a month for Go High Level and have everything in one place. And literally, it makes your life easier too when you're working with businesses that are in Go High Level. So it's pretty cool when you can do that. Or on their $297 plan, you can have as many sub accounts as you want. So if you wanted to help a client get on Go High Level and include that in your service, that's another service offering that you can offer that becomes really, really effective because it gives you full control over their leads, their list, helping them send out email, all that stuff. So it's really, really cool once you get moving on it, what you can do. Now, with automation, there's a thing called workflows. Okay. What's great about workflows is High Level has already put together a ton of what we call recipes that allow you to build out different types of workflows. Now, we also are going to be providing you guys with a lot of workflows and also showing you how to create your own, okay? Because with workflows, what it looks like, so for instance, this is an appointment booking workflow. So if somebody was to book an appointment, it would automatically send them this appointment prompt. Hey, thanks for taking advantage of our offer. And notice how we're using little bits of what we call custom values here. And we're going to be talking about that again, super in depth in these next videos. But you can use these to where it automatically pulls information from where you need it to pull from. So you don't have to remember certain things. You can build these out as templates. And that's what's great about it is this is going to automatically fulfill that contact's first name. These are going to automatically fulfill the username that this is relevant to. And we're going to talk more about that. But you can use these to where that gets autofilled. And then again, you can test this to a phone number and you will literally see this exact message and what it looks like. So for instance, send text. Let's see if this comes through. 619306. It might be because my contact's not in here. Hold on one sec. So while I'm waiting for that to push through, basically the next steps on this is like you can set up wait for response. And again, when they reply, and you can use time here. So it gives them a full day to reply. Now, did they reply yes, or did they reply no? Right? Yes, this is set up for positive intent. And what's cool about it is you can take your clients down different journeys depending on how they respond to things. And this is really powerful, you guys. You can build this out in so many different ways to use AI and automation to simplify your business. And not only that, when you do this and you do it properly the way that we're going to be teaching you, you can literally increase your closing rates by a large amount just based on implementing proper follow-up utilizing AI. So the next thing is like, if the positive response was yes, it's gonna grab any opening that works here, and it automatically puts in your calendar link based on the custom values. So we're gonna again be going super in depth on this because these are time-saving, valuable things that you can implement right into your agency. That is not only going to save you time, but it's going to increase the number of sales that you do. So we'll be going more in depth on that. Now, the other thing is when it comes to sites, right? If you've been using anything like ClickFunnels or any type of funnel builder, that is built directly into your Go High level. So you can literally build unlimited funnels in your Go High level. You can build unlimited websites. They now offer blogs, so you can actually set up blogs. If you're on WordPress, you can actually use their hosting to actually host your WordPress. And like I said, you have the ability to also, with their $297 plan, you can sell WordPress and stuff like that as well. So, and then you have a full membership dashboard. So let's talk just a little bit about the funnels, for instance. Their funnel builder, you guys, works exactly like ClickFunnels. So if you have worked on ClickFunnels before, it is essentially a step-by-step process of building a funnel. They do have template libraries. So they have entire template libraries based around different topics. Again, here's a free solar quote funnel. Here's an electrician funnel, phone repair. So what makes this great is if you do have clients that come on board that need a funnel built for lead gen, or let's say they don't have a website, you can literally build anything that you want on this platform. And the VAs that we're going to be plugging you into that know this platform can build websites, they can build funnels for you. So if you're not a techie, that is completely okay. We're going to show you guys how to actually utilize this to get whatever it is that you need done. So just kind of looking through it, there's all sorts of different funnels: car wash, coaching, project management. So there's got to be an agency one in here too. So let's just put an agency up here. Insurance agency. Let's do marketing, remarketing, audit, digital marketing services. Right. So if we were to select that, it gives you a clear picture of what that particularly looks like. So again, if you wanted to use this template, which is a great template, you just click on continue, get this template, and now it's actually building out that template for you. So funnels, just remember, funnels are a step-by-step process where you are taking a client from an ad into a funnel and you're taking them down your steps. So your agency funnel will typically act as like a single landing page that explains the service that you're looking to sell. It takes them to a form, or on that page there's going to be a form, and we're going to go over this in detail. And then the next one is where they get to book an appointment with you, your sales team, etc. So there's just steps to each and every single one of these things that you can actually take them through. Let's see. So for websites, kind of the same thing. So websites and funnels do a lot of times operate very similarly. It's just one is specific to, an actual website, and what websites are going to have is multiple pages. And typically, if you're running ads to a page, you want to run it to a funnel versus a website. So if you're unclear on that, basically the reasoning is because with a website, there's normally multiple areas for a client to click around and kind of do their own research, and they're navigating the site themselves. Whereas a funnel, it's one directional. So single page, there may be a single button that takes them to the next page. Once they fill that out, it takes them to the next page. So it's a guided sequence versus a website, which is multiple pages and they can go all around essentially. So just know that when you're looking at these two things, you're going to still see some of the same options. The difference being is that with a website, if you get a website template, it's going to have multiple pages that you've got to edit, whereas a funnel is going to be singular pages in a stacked effect that you're going to have to edit. So, but again, we're going to cover that in detail. Memberships. Again, here's the great thing about the membership area of Go High Level. We're going to have a whole section of this course about SOPs. Okay. Now, when it comes to training a team or training individuals in your business, what is the last thing that you want to do? The last thing that you're going to want to do is to have to repeat yourself 100 times if you're having to teach someone something. And let's say that you train a VA on something and 3 months later that VA quits. You don't want to have to go back and retrain that VA. So one of the ways that we are using membership areas is you can create a product on here and call it sales script training, right? And you could have 3 or 4 videos of you explaining your sales script, going through it in detail, telling salespeople what to expect and how to cover pain points and all of the things that we cover in these sections. And you can build it into a little mini course. Now, you're not building it necessarily to sell it. What you're doing is you're building it as a training tool for your team. So you can utilize memberships to create mini courses, regular courses, but you can also use it to create your training tools for your entire team. And it's important to remember as you're building an agency, a digital marketing agency, if you were to ever want to exit your agency down the road after you've built it up to, say, a 7-figure business, what becomes really important in your business is your SOPs, right? It's your systems, it's your processes, it's the automations that you've built in your business, plus how it's doing profit-wise. But as you're building this, I really want you guys to remember that you're building this stuff one time. You're building a machine, and once that machine is complete and you start feeding more and more people into it and more sales, that's when you start to have a viable business that becomes an asset that you could sell. So just keep that in mind. Now, forms, many of you have worked on different form builders potentially. I know Wufoo is one of those form builders. There's a lot of different form builders out there, but essentially the form builder here is very simple to use and it works just like any drag and drop form builder. So let's say that you wanted to build a form and you needed to collect full name, last name, phone number, email, maybe the address of where they live, maybe the state. So as you guys can see, you're basically building custom forms. Now, once the form is built, you can integrate that form anywhere. You can integrate it on your funnels. You can integrate it on your websites. So we're going to be going more in depth on the different ways that you can use forms as well. Surveys are also very similar to forms. So they act very, very similar. So it just kind of depends on how you want to actually build those surveys. But if you look at the actual build out again, it's very, very similar to how you do it. The biggest difference is, think of surveys like, the easiest way to explain is slides. So here's slide 1 where you're going to ask certain questions, slide 2. So think of them as, once they get asked, the next question comes up and the next question comes up. So forms are kind of all in one. Surveys are basically slide decks. So that's the easiest way to explain it. Chat widget, again, like I said, you can build out and customize a chat widget for your website that you can integrate directly onto your website, which is great. Media is just a media library, just like any media library where you store files, videos, whatever you need. And then let's go URL redirects. So again, if you have a URL on your site and you want it to redirect to somewhere else, you can actually build different URL redirects directly inside of the software. And then integrations. Let's see. Let's go back here. Let's talk about reputation management, right? So this is great for yourself as well as your clients. We actually do offer this service to our clients, and it does extremely well. Being able to pull in a client's Google My Business all in one area and actually be able to see what's going on with their reviews, how many reviews they're getting, their positive or negative trend. And you can utilize Go High Level, like I said, to do a drip feed. So let me give you an example. We just set up a photographer client of ours for a review request. So what they did is they sent us a CSV file of all of their current clients that they've worked with. And we just needed basically first name, last name, phone number, email. And then what we did is we created a drip campaign inside of their account. So we'll talk more about sub accounts and sub account creation, but we created their very own account in Go High Level. We pulled in all of their contacts, and then we sent a drip fed text message out to those contacts over basically a 10-day period, asking them how their experience was in working with that particular client. In those responses, we then had the automation set up where if somebody responded a 1, 2, or 3, we went even deeper with them on how their experience was. If someone responded to 4 or 5, they were sent a Google review link to leave a review on Google. This type of setup for clients, you guys, is resulting in way more Google reviews. And it's still organic. Like, it's an organic way to do it. And basically, Google reviews lead to clients showing up higher on Google with SEO. So again, the tools that we have at our disposal inside this software are absolutely huge. With underneath the request tab, you again can send requests directly to specific clients. Under reviews, it's going to actually list out reviews and everything. Listings is basically, if you guys don't know what Yext is, essentially what they do is they go out and make sure that your name, email, phone number, client, or basically your business information is all consistent across the web. So if you've got essentially information that's incorrect online, like, they'll be able to find it. And then you can also build more citations, which again is a big ranking factor for Google My Business. So this will go more in depth on as well. And then reporting, basically you can connect your Google and Facebook accounts directly to Go High Level, and you're going to be able to see all the information going on from different things inside the account, how much you're spending, cost per conversion. So again, great for you, also amazing for clients to be able to connect them with their own sub accounts and to have all this information and have access to it. So up here, you've also got, so this is Google Ads right here. You've got the Facebook Ads tab as well. You've got an attribution report, which is basically a conversion report, a source report. So that's going to give you a lot of details on what's going on with your ads. You've also got call reporting. So inside of this, as long as it's connected, you're going to see, answered, missed calls, first time calls, average call duration. So you can do call tracking in here. And then you've got agent and appointment reporting as well. So just the reporting alone, there's a lot that you can do inside your business to see everything that's going on with the opportunities, conversions, text message, emails, call metrics, to actually see what's happening in your agency. Now, the last piece of this video, let's talk a little bit about the settings tab at the bottom. So business profile is going to be your business information. So we're going to cover this in a video to go over all this stuff in depth and how to fill it in properly. You've got my staff, which allows you to add employees into your account. You can also create teams. So there's team management tools inside of here. Pipelines, we discussed, is what actually goes under opportunities tab. So again, you can update your stage names, where you want these. There's just a lot that we're going to cover that you can do to edit your pipelines. So calendars, you can also locate under your settings to see the different calendars that you've got. And under phone numbers, once we show you how to connect your Twilio account, you basically can add a phone number or groupings of phone numbers with your area code, and you can use those as business phone numbers. You can use them as tracking phone numbers. There's a lot you can do with phone numbers as well. Reputation management, again, if you have a Google My Business or your client does, you can actually generate a review link for their business. You can utilize the SMS to actually put a message here. You can use images and essentially send a text message that asks for a review. You can also do it with email. So it shows you all those templates there. Now, custom fields, again, what is really cool about custom fields and custom values is you can create different custom fields and custom values that allow you to utilize these fields inside of your messaging and essentially be able to pull in information from different areas of your account to where you don't always have to implement what needs to go there. So for instance, if this was called client's business name, and then over here you had the piece of code, and when you were writing an email and you needed to insert that client's business name that you're sending the email to, you would want to use the custom values in those areas versus just typing it out, because then you can use that same template with every single contact that you want to send that to. Now, custom values is essentially where you're going to build out those things that we showed you inside of the text messages as well as the emails. So there's a lot of things that you can do in building this out. For instance, you'll notice like when we send you guys out text messages or emails about our podcast, right? We actually use this custom value inside of our messaging, so it automatically pulls that information in. And then all we would do is, this would be agency ATM podcast. And so when you go in, we're going to show you guys how to fill all this stuff in where you can start to use these custom values. And that way, anytime that you're writing emails or text messages, you will be able to pull that stuff in. So let me just show you really quick on a workflow. For instance, if I wanted to insert our podcast right here, I'd click on custom values and I'd click on podcast name, and now it'll automatically pull that information in. So setting up your custom values puts all of that stuff right here. And same thing with trigger links, where you can easily access them in the workflows and other areas when you're actually building stuff out for your account. So The next piece of this is, let's see, domains. So again, if you need to add a subdomain to your account, which we're going to show you how to do, so you can have your main agency website URL, but also have a domain like go.mydomain.com. Essentially, you just have to go into your DNS settings and add a CNAME record and point that CNAME record right here. We'll go in detail about that in a video as well. Media is just to add media to your media library. You can also access your URL, redirects. Under settings, you can also go to all of your integrations. So again, if you're using Stripe, we would integrate it here. You can also pull things in from Shopify. So if you're an e-commerce store owner, you can use Go High Level in many different ways for your Shopify store. You can also, and you're going to want to connect your Google Gmail account. So if you need your appointments from your calendars in Go High Level to be automatically populating on like a G Suite, you can connect that here. This is also where you connect your Facebook and Instagram, which we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about. You can also link your QuickBooks account for easy accounting, and then they also do Clio as well. Now, up here, you're going to notice under integrations that Facebook form field mapping and TikTok form field mapping. We're gonna show you guys that once you create your ad to bring in new people onto your calendar, we're going to show you guys how to set up lead form ads and how to connect those directly into your account. So all that information maps into your Go High Level account, which is brilliant, you guys, because Facebook lead forms did not used to be a great form of running ads, but it is now officially our cheapest form of lead gen that we have. And the reason is we're not just stopping with the lead form, we're pulling that information to Go High Level, and we're setting up automations on the back end to send out SMS text messages, follow-up, emails, and essentially starting to pull them into our world more and more. And that's what's working so well with Facebook lead form ads. And that's why we want to make sure to be using Go High Level, because it gives us access to easily do these things. Email services as well. We're going to talk about Melgun and Lead Connector, but ultimately, if you did want to use your own SMTP server, you can do that here as well. And then under tags, we can create tags for all sorts of different things. And we're going to talk more in depth about how you can utilize tags in your contact area, where if you tag a client with a certain tag, it can throw them into a workflow and send them through an automation. So there's a lot of things that we can do with tags that are really, really incredible. The labs thing right now, you guys don't really need to worry about. And then audit logs is just going to tell you all the different things that you and your team have done inside the account. So if you need to go back and see who did something inside the account, you can do that. But this is the rundown, you guys, of Go High Level. We're super excited to be showing you guys more in depth how to utilize this tool to make your life easier as an agency owner, to eventually help your clients make their lives easier. And yeah, just super excited. So we will see you guys in the next training, and we will talk soon. Take care.